Hey everyone, what is going on? My name's Archer Live and Happy New Year. I thought I'd do a little video like I did last year, looking back on the year, talking about things that I thought were good about the channel, setting myself maybe some goals for 2020, some very light ones just to try and aim for and work towards, and just generally talk about things that have happened this year, because it's been quite the year. It's been a really good year for me personally. There've been some upsides, been some downsides, but with the channel and with myself personally, I feel like it's been a really strong year. And I want to try and reflect a bit of that, talk about it, and just try and be a little bit grateful, because I don't think enough people have the chance to sit back and be grateful about the things that they have, and I would like to take that chance to not be egotistical and just try and be as humble as I can without making a fuss out of it, because then it doesn't become humble, it becomes egotistical. So you got to try and find that balance, you know what I mean? But first off, the people who are watching this video, initially, thank you all for clicking on it, because I know it's not Payday 2, it won't get as many views. It's never something I've cared about. I know people make a fuss saying, oh, does it bother you that Payday 2 is the only thing that gets you lots of views on the channel? I really don't care. I love making the Payday 2 content. It really doesn't bother me, and as some of the things you've seen on this channel have proved, I really am not going to stop with Payday 2 anytime soon. But honestly, I don't really care that not everyone watches the channel update. I know a lot of people subscribe for the game and not the person, and that's fine. That's just the reality of YouTube. But the people who choose to find out more about me and find out more about the channel, thank you for doing that. I really do appreciate it. It's good to know that people also care beyond the game, whereas some people just care about the game. But either way, whether you support me one way or another, I really don't care. It's just the support generally that makes me feel good. So thank you to everyone who has supported me, looked after me, been there for me this year through the channel, and even if you're someone watching in real life who knows me personally, thank you for what you've done. You know, it's been a weird one, and especially as we come towards the end of the decade, it feels like it's a good time to reflect and just talk about a couple of things. So we started off 2018, my very first video celebrating 6,000 subscribers, and as you know now, you can see on the channel, we're at 13.4 thousand, meaning that we've more than doubled the subscriber count this year, which alone is a ridiculous achievement. I really wanted to try and set a goal for 10k subs, and we hit that in about half a year or less. I've lost count. I don't think it was even half a year. Was it about 3 months? I really don't know. I need to check that up right now, because otherwise I'm going to feel really stupid that I didn't actually look this up beforehand. It was 7 months ago. There you go. I've looked it up. It's 7 months ago. So just less than half a year it took to get to my goal. So we kept going, we kept churning. Things were a little bit slower towards the end of the year. You know, there wasn't as much happening with Payday, so I get that, you know, the biggest growths happen when there's big Payday 2 things to talk about, and that's why this month has been great. It's been really good for building up some more people in the community and building up some more followers, so I can't thank you guys enough for the support there. But we kicked off 2018 with the Ultimate Trilogy. Honestly, like, the 3 projects that I was really proud of. The 3 Payday 2 Xbox 360 videos. Returning to Payday 2 on the Xbox 360. I bought DLC for Payday 2 on the Xbox 360. And then rounding off with losing my sanity on Payday 2 on the Xbox 360. Those videos got far more love and appreciation than I ever expected any project to get. I know I still have the Payday 2 and GTA 5 video as the most popular video. It's been like that for years. I don't imagine anything will change that next year. If it does, if that could be a nice goal to get a video with more views than that, that'd be crazy. But, you know, I'm really happy with that being the most popular video, because that was the first sign that, you know, Payday 2 was going to do things for my channel. It was the first hint at that, and I should have made the most of it at that point, but I got the idea eventually. But one of them has nearly 150,000 views. And I expected when I put it up to maybe get a little bit more of interest from it, because people would go, oh, a last gen Payday 2 video, let's see what that's like and see how that's changed. And then it just exploded. And subscriber count shot up. I went from 6 to 7 to 8k subscribers almost instantly. It was absolutely crazy. Not nuts. I'm not going to say nuts 20 million times like the last video either, because I really need a new adjective to use instead of nuts, because I use that too many times. But that trilogy alone was just phenomenal. I was so happy with that, and, you know, working on that and just generally having something that people came back to and kept asking for. And I know people have kept asking me about making more Xbox 360 videos, even now at the end of the year. My answer is the same as it has been all along. I would like to do another Xbox 360 video. The main issue for me is that there's not a lot of content, so it's hard to make videos on there when you've done quite a lot of the stuff on there. But I think really it might be a nice thing to go back and revisit it, maybe make a 4th video on it. So I'm not promising, but I will probably make another one in 2020, hopefully early in the year. The one thing I want to set across and make very clear to people who are, you know, caring about uploads is that the first month of 2020 is going to be quite slow. I have one big Payday project that I really want to dump at the end of this year and get it out there for everyone to watch. Dump is not the right word, but it's basically a really big, another scripted Payday 2 video as well, which is kind of a different thing for my channel, but I really wanted to put this up at the end of the year, but I just haven't had the chance. So it's going to be the first video I put up in January, hopefully, if not one of the first, but that'll probably be the only big video in January I do for Payday. I'll probably do some other stuff, but I have 3 more weeks left of the teacher program for my university. If you don't watch my live streams, then you don't know that I'm currently doing teacher training, and since September, that has really sucked my life up. It's been a bit hard on mental health. I'm not going to go into too much details about it, but basically, I've gone from going to university, having maths lectures every day and having some days off and having a lot of free time where I can do YouTube stuff, to literally being in school, teaching, making lesson plans, going home, making more lesson plans, doing assignments. I've had no time to have even a social life, let alone make YouTube videos. The fact that I've done as consistent uploading as I've tried to the last few months, honestly, without sounding egotistical, has been a miracle that I've managed to keep that up. It starts to wean towards the end. There are a couple of weeks without uploads, and, you know, I can't really help that, but these last 3 weeks are going to be the hardest ones, but that's the only teaching I have in 2020. There'll be more in 2021 to look forward to, but we'll worry about that when we get towards 2021. Let's not even think about that for now. I want to focus on, as soon as the teaching's over, I have got some big projects coming up. I have got some big projects. I'm not going to tell you much about them, because a lot of them I want to keep under wraps, but there's some big things coming, and I'm really, really excited to get some of them out there. Anyway, I was talking about things that made 2018 really good, and I've just kind of taken a massive sidestep there to talk about this, but that was important stuff I wanted to cover anyway, so it's kind of a good sidetrack, I guess. But yeah, so the Payday 2 Xbox 360 trilogy was probably one of the biggest things on the channel. In fact, no, in terms of views, it was the biggest thing on the channel. That was the biggest impact, and thank you all so much for watching those. Like I said, I'll make a fourth one, probably in February when the teacher training's done. That's hopefully my plan, but don't hold me to it in case I don't do it, because I really don't want to mess that up and, you know, kind of make false promises. That's not something I want to do. But there were other projects, honestly, like the Payday Avengers Endgame crossover thing. Like, I did a few things in that style this year, but the second trailer I made where we got the voice actors to do lines, to actually get Dallas, Chains, Hoxton, and Locke to all do unique voice lines for that trailer, for not a single voice line in there to be pre-recorded and taken from Payday 2, for everything to be recorded by them for me when I asked them to do it. I still kind of can't quite get my head around that I asked voice actors from one of my favourite games of all time to actually do that for me. It's just strange. It still baffles me a little bit. And if any of you, Eric, Damien, Pete, or Ian, happen to be watching this video, I'm not sure whether you will be, but if you do, know how grateful I am for that. I think I made that clear initially, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And if you didn't watch that trailer, I'll leave a link to it in the description alongside the Payday 2 Xbox 360 videos. Those are 4 videos that I really think that you definitely should check out, and some of the highlights of the year, honestly. And of course, not forgetting Ian Russell, who plays Locke, coming on the channel not once, not twice, but 3 times on live streams. Wants to chat, wants to kind of talk about his new role on Border Crossing heist and coming back to Payday 2, and then finally, just a couple of weeks ago, playing Payday 2 live with me. Thank you, Ian, for being around the channel so much. I really do appreciate it, and hope it's not the end, and hope you come back plenty of times in 2020, because you were very well received. I really enjoyed having you there, and I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it too, so I hope to see you more in 2020 as well, man. We also got definite solid approval at Overkill. Have been watching my channel. I don't know how long they have been doing it for, but they have been watching my videos, because as you know, I live streamed in November the new PC update and got 3 of the Overkill team members to hop on board and play live with me, and that was a surreal experience. I have to say, it was crazy. I know a lot of you kind of have your gripes with Overkill for the way things have been handled with consoles and stuff, and yeah, things could have been handled better, but you have to understand, from me personally, being able to bring on some of the loveliest dev members I've ever spoken to or interacted with online at all, and have them playing live with me and having you guys interacting with them, and then Almir Listo dropping in and telling me to play Goat Simulator, and, well, not bribing me to do it. He donated before we actually did the Goat Sim thing, but I want to say he bribed me just purely for the meme's sake, so yeah, Almir, thanks for bribing me to play Goat Sim. But no, it just having all that interaction was absolutely mind-boggling to me. It was such an amazing and humbling experience, and I really hope that there's some more stuff I do with them coming forward this year. There's things I'd like to do, but who knows what'll happen. I mean, it's all up to them and what happens with Payday 2, and maybe if they want to do more stuff with me, if they enjoyed that stream, then, hey, if you watch this video, my door's open. Let's do loads more Payday stuff. I enjoyed the hell out of that, and I know a lot of my viewers did, and a lot of you guys just generally want to see more stuff like that, so thank you for that. But there's just been a lot of things, and I said in the end of 2018 that I wanted to try and take more fan suggestions. I did do that to an extent, you know, doing the Payday 360 videos and trying to do more of them, and then reading Xbox messages, I think, was something that I believe somebody suggested to me. I think it was anyway, but I do want to do more fan suggestions. I'm sticking with that goal for 2019. I want to up that even more and do more things that you guys asked me to do. I really, really do. And for a subscriber milestone, I think I'm going to set 20k as the milestone. I think that's a fair milestone to hit. I really hope that we can make it in 2020. If we do make it, then another like kind of secondary kind of A** goal will be 25k. So let's try and go for 20k, and if we can make it, maybe 25. That's my goal. I would really like to hit 20k. I think that's a really good goal. I don't think it's kind of unreasonable or setting something too high. I know some YouTubers set massive goals that they're never going to reach, and then they disappoint themselves, but really they shouldn't have set goals so high. So I want to try and set a reasonable one, and I think 20k is a good one. So let's see in a year's time whether we make that milestone or not. I'll be interested to see whether we get there, but basically, thank you 2019. Thank you to everyone who supported me. I know that the whole teaching thing really did put a dampener on the year for a little bit for me in some places because it was just very difficult. I enjoyed the teaching itself, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm trashing all over it for like some unnecessary reasons. It's more just it made a lot of changes to my personal life and impacted YouTube more than I wanted it to. And whether people like it or not, I don't really know, but YouTube is just basically something that's never going to change for me. I don't ever want to give my YouTube channel up unless, like, YouTube dies and collapses and burns. Which, you know, it will probably happen at some point. Nothing lasts forever. We all know this, you know? Part of the journey is the end, as the good Mr. Stark said in the film that made me cry 9 times in the cinema. Let's not go there. But I want to make the most of it while it's still a thing, because YouTube has been, for me, one of the most transformative, engaging, and just generally amazing things I've ever done in my life. To have something that I can call my own, where I can be my own boss and to manage, and even if it's not super popular, even if I'm not like a famous, in inverted commas, YouTuber, I really don't care. I'm just proud that I've managed to build something that you guys enjoy, that I enjoy, and that I can say is my own. I can call it a part-time job, because even though it doesn't pay me very much at all, it's still a job. I'm getting paid for it every month from just the support that you guys give me on the adverts and stuff, the Patreon, all that stuff. And I really enjoy coming home, thinking about what videos to make, putting stuff out there that I know you guys will like. Nothing makes me happier. It really, really doesn't. And I really, really hope that I can continue that. I feel like I'm getting a bit emotional. This is a bit awkward. I don't want to start crying in a video. That'd be a bit weird. But no, it's been quite the thing for me, and I really don't plan on giving up anytime soon. So don't worry, I ain't quitting YouTube for a very long time, unless something absolutely drastic and world-changing happens that means I physically can't do it. But God forbid, touch wood, let's hope that never happens. So either way, we're going into 2020 with a very positive mindset, because I want to try and do at least one more Xbox 360 video. I've got a big Payday 2 video coming out in January. I'm going to try and do some more Overkill things if they'll have me, and maybe if they're interested in doing more stuff like that. And I just have some projects, like I said, that I've got cooking that I don't want to reveal too soon, because if I do pull them off and if they do work, then I've got some pretty good things coming up in line, including some voice chats, some live interviews with some more Payday people. I have said previously that I would like to bring Damien back on as Chains, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying if he was watching this that we have been talking, and I'm hoping to bring him back into the channel in 2025, another live interview, or maybe something else. I'm not too sure. I've also got another voice actor interview plan that's been in the works for a little bit. I'm hoping that might finally get that nailed and finally get that sorted for 2020, hopefully quite early on. And one final thing is that I'd like to try and start a podcast. It's a random thing, but it's something that keeps coming back in my head. And it's something that I really, really do want to try and look into and possibly consider going forward. So if you have any ideas for podcast topics, podcast titles, podcast guests to bring on, or even just features and structures of it, feel free to throw them down there, because I'm thinking either like a weekly or a monthly or a bi-weekly or fortnightly, I should say, although, you know, that triggers all the epic gamers in the chat. But some kind of podcast. It's something I keep thinking about doing, and I'm really sick of just considering things and not just biting the bullet and going for it. So I'd like to think that'll be something I'll go for at some point in 2020 and kick that off. But either way, this is much longer than I wanted it to be. I'm going to round the video off here. Thank you all so much for an amazing 2019. I really, really have enjoyed being the person that I have, making these YouTube videos, you guys enjoying them, you guys giving me all the comments, likes, feedback, subscriptions, and just telling me everything you want to see and telling me everything you've enjoyed seeing. As a final thing, if you are still watching the video now at the end of it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favourite things about this channel were in 2019 and what things you'd like to see in 2020. And thank you all. I'm going to leave it there. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you happen to be new here and for some reason this is the first video you're watching, please do consider subscribing. I've got some good stuff coming for 2020 for both Payday 2, maybe even Payday 3 if some news comes out for that. I'll keep covering that as and when it happens. And just general things and beyond, you know, trying to explore, trying to do new things, but not getting rid of the familiar stuff that we all know and love. Payday ain't going anywhere, don't worry about it. But either way, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all in 2020. Not going to make one of those see you next year cringy jokes, don't worry, I'm not stretching that far, but I will see you all in the new year. I hope you have a lovely holiday. I hope your Christmas was wonderful, and I will see you all soon. Look after yourselves, take care, love you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys.